Alright, so yeah, it's been a while since I've actually worked on the car. I've uploaded some other stuff, but not a whole lot of scratch on there. Alright, so yeah, it's been a while since I've worked on the car. It's just been like excruciatingly hot, as you can tell by the fan being on. Hopefully you can hear me. I mean, you should, because the mic's like right there. But yeah, I figure today I'm not really, that's a horrible angle. It's like right up my nose. Alright, so, I figure today I'm not really going to overexert myself too much, because it's just really, I'm sweating just standing here with the fan going. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna, I'm gonna paint some parts, maybe prep the engine bay. A couple of little small things that need to be done to the engine, maybe, perhaps. So yeah, I went ahead and I added a external wastegate. I didn't realize just how big a 44mm wastegate is, but I mean that's pretty big. But yeah, so got that welded up. So that was fun. First, I think I'm going to weld these two pieces together, and I'll weld that on. That looks like hammered shit, but it should stick. I thought about getting a new adapter for the back of the turbo, but I think I'm probably just going to focus. Probably just going to go ahead and like lay a tack on there, lay a couple of tacks on there to keep the wastegate shut, and then just pull this garbage off and be done with it. Probably going to be switching to something like a, I don't know if I'm going to go with another knockoff. If I go with another knockoff, I'll probably go with like a GT30 Instagram. Yeah, if I go with a different turbo, if I go with another Chinese turbo, I'll probably go with like a GT30 71 or something like that. It seems to be a popular turbo. If I go with something actual, genuine, maybe Precision, maybe one of the Borg Warner, something like that. I don't know, I haven't really decided, but I'm just not really going to invest any money on this, so yeah, I've got no problem just tacking the wastegate shut on this thing and having that be that. Other than that, I gotta put the water inlet on for the water pump, and gotta put the main seal on. Actually have to gasket and attach the oil pan. Whoops. Yeah, I still need the gasket and attach the oil pan. It's just bolted on there now for fitment. Gotta put the intake manifold on. It's kind of necessary. So yeah, I gotta paint the intake manifold. I got some engine mounts I need to paint. Got to prep the engine bay a little bit. It's it's fairly clean considering. There's some spots I kind of need to repaint, like right there. Those are spots I couldn't get to when the engine was in the bay. So I need to clean that, paint, clear coat. Got the steering rack back in. Got the energy suspension sway bar bushings in. You know, so yeah, I mean, there's not too much work to do with the engine bay. I already went through and, you know, made the harness look nice. I just need to actually secure the harness down inside the bay. May not get to that today. It's pretty fucking hot, so I think I'm probably just gonna stick to painting. Like I said, I'm gonna try and stick with doing the bare minimum today. So yeah, these are some of the parts I'm gonna attempt to paint. I got the intake manifold and some engine mounts. The engine mounts, I don't really care how great they look. I just want to get some paint on them so that they're not covered in rust. So I'm not really going to be doing a whole lot of prep on the engine mounts. I just kind of want them to be nice looking from afar. This I'm not really too sure about. I think I'm just gonna, I don't know, clean it and spray it. It's been sandblasted, so hopefully paint will stick to it. Yeah, this mount I had to repair. It was pretty much all busted up, and I had a can of window weld sitting around, so I figured I'd give that a shot. I mean, if it doesn't work out, then it's a top mount, so I'll replace it later, but it's pretty stiff. Seems like it'll hold. Tried some of this wrinkle finish paint. That was fun. So yeah, after eating the can, apparently this stuff takes about 2 hours for the wrinkle finish to actually appear. So yeah, just gonna, I guess I'll just let that sit for 2 hours. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, clean this up, and lay some silver paint on it. There's a nice close-up of my variable TPS modification. Basically just took a big block of acrylic and made a little adapter plate to fit the sensor on there. Works pretty well. I can't decide if I want to go with the crinkle finish on this. See what that looks like, or stick with the silver. I think I'm gonna go with the crinkle. Actually, it does look really good being glossy like that. Then again, the wrinkle finish also looks really good I had gloves on, and I took them off, and forgot to put them back on. Yeah, so basically it goes on looking like this, which actually looks pretty good in my opinion. But once it starts to dry, it transitions to this. That looks pretty cool. So, give it some time and see what it looks like when it's done. So yeah, that's pretty much the wrinkle finish. Looks pretty good on the motor mounts, not quite sure how I feel about it on the intake manifold. So yeah, this is day 2. It's had plenty of time to actually cure, and yeah, when it's completely dry, it actually looks really good. I'm actually pretty pleased with the final product. So yeah, after getting the intake done, I was so pleased with the finish that I kind of started to think I wanted to do the same thing to the valve cover. But this valve cover that I bought off another member of the escort community has a really nice finish on it, and I really can't bring myself to, you know, to repaint this. But then I remembered I had a spare valve cover. It's not a Ford one, it's a Mazda one. But I figured, hey, I can at least see what it looks like on the valve cover I don't really plan on using, and sparing this one of ruining this really nice finish. So, there's the Mazda one I did. I really, really, really like the way that came out. So, I'm in the process of acquiring another Ford cover because I still don't want to paint the one I have because it's really nice. I might end up selling it or giving it away, maybe. Depends. Probably sell it. But I just really like the way this looks. I really like the contrast of it all. You know, there's the same color, so it's not really contrast. I can't think of the word I'm looking at. Monochrome, I guess, you know? But yeah, so anyways, I'm in the process of finding another Ford valve cover that I'm going to do in this this wrinkle finish, because it just it looks like it belongs. I mean, obviously it does belong together because it's all off the same, and I don't know, I just really like it. So I mean, I could just run the Mazda cover, which I might, but I just kind of wanted to run the Ford cover because, you know, it is a Ford Escort. So even it's kind of funny when I did have the car running and I showed the car to people were like, oh, you swapped the Mazda engine in there, that's pretty cool. And it's like, well, it's not really a swap, it's stock engine. But anyways, really like the way this came out. I mean, really, that just looks really good. Quick shout out to the Car Passion channel for the inspiration.